Welcome back. Welcome back. We are back, fresh, live, new. This is Marriage Material. I go by the name of the one and only Coach DTM.
I'm your girl, KD.
And, this is Marriage Materials at its finest, right? So what they're going to get here is this is a marriage, right? And to me, marriage is it's a muscle. So you got to work it. And if you don't work it, it gets weaker. And so what we're going to give you is materials within the marriage or the materials needed to get there. All right. So with that being said, man, let's just get back into it, baby. You missed the show? You miss it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Y'all get to hear us argue and all that good stuff and get busy on the mic. You know what I'm saying? But no, it definitely was a lot of fun. I think it was uh warranted to come back. I had a few people DMing like, yo, what's the other show? Bring it back. And KD was on my head, like, come on, man, when we gonna do it? I'm like, I bet 2026, let's take it over. And not only are we back as we always been, but this year we got visuals.
Ooh.
I love it. Love it. All right. So where you want to start with this, babe? You want to start with just casual conversations and things that we came up with? You want to start with the new segment, the couples corner? You want to say the couples corner for the end? How you want to do this thing?
I think we should reintroduce ourselves.
Okay, allow you to reintroduce yourself. Your name is. Go ahead, talk about it.
I didn't mean us as people. I meant us as the podcast.
Okay. I thought we about to reintroduce ourselves. I felt like Jay-Z for a minute. All right. So for those who didn't tune in when we came with the first time and we kind of left it on the hiatus and focused solely.
Which was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
We were looking at our notes. It was like 4 years ago.
Time fly. So we was focusing on just relationship reality podcast. So make sure y'all tune into that each and every week as well. But we wanted to come together and give y'all something different, just to focus on marriage, because for those who don't know, Katie and I have been rocking for 26 years and counting. All right, so 26 years and counting, and I am by trade a relationship coach. This is what I do. I talk relationship. I help relationships get back strong. I help to assure that your relationship just stays strong, right? Sometimes you don't have to get back strong. You can just remain strong. And all that steers by like communication. And doing this is a great way of communicating right here. And I get a lot of my relationship material from two things: real life, things that I've literally been through within the relationship, and I steal a lot of it from my wife. So she just a wealth of knowledge, so I gotta snatch it up. You know what I'm saying? She didn't trademark it, so it's only popping. So what excites you, babe, about doing this podcast as opposed to all the other podcasts that we do?
Oh, I like this podcast. I like to help people. Like sometimes people won't directly ask for advice or directly ask questions, but they'll tune in and maybe find out that they're not the only person going through whatever it is that they're going through. Like we might talk about a topic that might hit home to someone who is not who may be embarrassed to reach out to say, what should I do about this? So it just lets people know that you're not the only one going through whatever it is that you're going through. I can guarantee you, whatever it is you're going through, someone else has been through it. Probably us.
Most definitely.
In this 26 years, probably us, but somebody else is going through what you're going through. You don't have to go through it alone.
And that's a big thing, man. That's usually what I tell all my couples is, look, whatever you're going to do, I can almost guarantee you.
That's why I said almost.
Yeah.
Maybe not every single thing, but in 26 years, you got to know we've been through something.
I mean, I think I had, and since we've been doing this, I think I had maybe one couple that had a situation that was like not something we experienced physically, but we've seen it experience around us. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, that's the only one I could think of right now. You got me stumped right here.
I was
man.
Gonna say it take a lot to stump us in the relationship department, but
so the beauty of this for me is that the same tools that you get for a marriage it's the same tools that you can utilize literally in every other relationship of your life, right? Whether you're talking about working, whether you're talking about friendships, whether you're talking about whatever, but it's literally the same. If you can apply the same principles in other areas, I guarantee you'll see like, oh, this is the same. It's the same thing, right? So one thing that I wanted to ask you about is not really, I ain't gonna say grind your gears, but pet peeve, right? And I realized this from not our relationship as a recent. We have seen this a lot of times, but not our relationship as a recent, but from friendships. And I was like, shoot, this is a pet peeve of mine. I can't stand it. What's the pet peeve that you got that people might not know about, that you just want to just get it off your chest right now?
Um, I guess one of the pet peeves I have is when the middle of my sentence interrupts the start of someone else's. And what I mean by
Mm.
that, like, I'm in the middle of saying something and
Like
you
that, like
just
when then I just kind of, oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, like that. Like don't interject your thought before my thought is complete. Like,
Sometimes people think they know exactly where you're going with it.
but
They
it
want to
don't
help
be
you
though.
out.
Wasn't going there at all,
No,
actually. And now I'm thrown off and pissed. Thanks.
man, that's a good one. That's a good one. I think I experienced that a lot too. Um, for me, the my biggest pet peeve that I've realized in 2026, and we just started 2026. Happy New Year, everybody!
Jeesh.
Is having conversations that don't match. Like we are having
Mm.
one conversation, but my point of view and my part in this conversation is not matching what you're saying in this conversation. And so I can tell you where it's steered from. And then if we want, we can go into details about, because I know we done had this in relationships, you know what I'm saying? And I see it happen quite often in relationships. But we was having a conversation about just wealth, right? Trying to get to the next level, making it to the next level. What's the plan to get to the next level? But the next levels, it's different for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if your next level is too far off from my next level, we should not be having this type of conversation. You know what I'm saying? So like if my next level is generational wealth for the kids, my next level is we got grandkids. I want to make sure they set before I leave this earth. You know what I'm saying? My next level is retiring my wife to where she don't have to work now, but to where she don't even want to do
I
anything
received
else.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Um, but then you having a conversation with somebody whose next level is, I can't wait till I can get my SSI. I can't wait till I can just, and you're not even talking about retirement. You just want to get your SSI and still work. Like, I can't wait till I can get into like one of these homes over here that's just low income. Like that's my next level. I'm like, this
But
my
is it possible that their next level is different from yours because their current level is different than yours?
sometimes no. So in this state, I believe their current mental level is different,
But
but
that's what
not
I'm
their
saying.
current
Like,
physical state is different.
so we both of us could stand up and look out this window right now
Hmm.
and see two different things. And it's because our views are different,
Right,
right? I'm viewing things from the left side of things, you viewing things from the right side of things.
right,
It's like I remember one time you and I were having a disagreement and I sent you a picture of one person was standing at the top of the six and they saw the nine, and the other person was standing at the bottom of the six and they saw the six. So although they were both seeing something different, they were still seeing the same thing. It's all about point of view. So your next level is higher than most people's next level because your current level mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever is different, right?
right,
If I'm currently living in my car, even though we might work together, we might hang out together, you might not even know I live in my car. So my current level, I'm living in my car. So my next level is getting into one of these subsidized homes because it's better than where I am right now.
right.
So sometimes we have to be careful if we're saying because your next level doesn't match my next level, we not on the same level, so I'm straight.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying being straight. I'm just saying understand the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is the beauty of it. So we just seen a play
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, right? And in the play, he was saying like all want more. Like just go get it. You
That's
gotta
what I'm
have it,
saying.
right?
But what if my more is different than your more because what I have right now is not what you have right now?
I'm not combating that part. My part is don't only want that. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop at just that point.
Right.
Like you can continue to want more. And I had this video queued up that I want to do, and I just haven't had a chance to record it yet. But I'm gonna do it, by the time this episode drop. But it was just saying like sometimes people get it confused about you get blessed with something, and then they want to get comfortable because they don't want to seem greedy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not a form of greedy if you know that you're supposed to have more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So because you've been denied so many times, because you failed a few times, you're scared to get to your next level because you don't even want to claim that as your next level. So you're looking for the low hanging fruit because it's easier to get. It's
Right.
easier to grab. You're like, okay, I won't get denied off of this one. You know what I'm saying? I can do this part. I know I can do it. I can go here. This is guaranteed to me. This SSI money, this money when I turn 60, whatever, this is guaranteed to
You
me.
better hope it's guaranteed.
Right. But
But whatever.
but this is where their mind is at though, right? And so my mind is conditioned to even if that is guaranteed to me, I'm not just stopping there. I want to get to a point where I don't even need that in real life. Like I can almost say, get that to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it happens, if I fail on my mission, that part is already guaranteed. But don't shortchange yourself. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but I mean, I tell you this all the time. Like, I feel like you have always been like a futuristic person. Like your thoughts are always futuristic, and you do set goals that you often meet. But everybody not wired the same. So in your mind, the conversations aren't matching when in reality they are twin conversations. They might be fraternal twins, but they're twin conversations because my next level is this because this all I see for me. Everybody don't have everybody don't love themselves as much as you do. Everybody don't have people supporting them the way you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of your visions as people, a lot of our visions and a lot of our dreams, aspirations, and goals come from the battery in our back. But if we don't even have a battery and we don't even have the charger to charge the battery, we don't have the electricity to charge what we have. There ain't no like, oh, I'm gonna own my own company one day. Their biggest dream is I'm gonna be a manager of somebody else's company because I've been programmed to think that's all I'm gonna get. So it
Yeah.
would take some deprogramming in order for them to think the way you think. I say that about our boys all the time. You can't tell my oldest son he's not gonna own $1 million house by the end of next year.
Yeah.
But that's because we what we gonna tell them? Of course you can. And what can we do to help you get there? Everybody don't have that.
And that's the thing. And that's my so not to get too on the spiritual side of things, but that's why God showed me something different this year, right? Because I've been harping on motivational speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I want to motivate you. I want to get you to that next level. And he told me, so look, that's only gonna get you so far. I wanted you to get that skill set, but now it's time to be a marksman. Now it's time to get to that next level of your career and your profession and what I put inside of you. And so he gave me something that I didn't even know existed. I didn't even get a chance to tell you this yet, but I want to save it for the pod right here.
Okay.
You know,
It's my favorite, guys.
yeah,
When he saves secrets for the podcast. So now we all learn together. Go ahead.
right. So he gave me a term, and I was like, I didn't even know this was a real term. So of course, I'm doing my research and I'm putting stuff together, and I was like, ah. So starting now, he said, lean less on motivational speaking, lean more on being a certified decision consultant. Right. And so, what that is, a certified decision consultant is somebody who teaches you how to make decisions. Because what I've learned is that most people know how to make decisions, but scared to make the right decision because of what they might lose.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been plenty of relationships, and I always take my hat off to my wife because, like I said, if y'all been following us, even in the other podcast, if y'all been following us when we were doing this before, if there's one thing you should know about your girl KD, is that cutoff game is strong.
Bro, chill
She
out.
will cut you off and
Chill out,
look at
bro.
you, not look at you. You would not exist in her world ever again, right? And that's I always tell her. I say, look, that's a superpower, right? So, um, in doing that for certain things, like in that area, it's easy for her to make that type of decision. For me, I had to learn over these years that sometimes you want it more than the person wants.
That's true.
So instead of wanting it more than the person wanted, let's just help people make decisions. And that way, that's not motivational driven. That's literally a skill set that look, okay, X, Y, and Z. I just created something that will drop this year and will take the world by storm. You know, I've been doing the DIS assessments, right, babe? And so I took the DIS assessment and created a decision assessment. Oh man, it's so amazing. I gotta try it on YouTube so we can see what's
I'm
going
not
on.
your guinea pig, bro.
Yes, you are. When you said I do, you, you said I
Bro.
do. I said, can I try this? I'm gonna try this. I do. I will.
Wait, speaking of I do, maybe we should tell them about our hashtag.
Tell them. Let's get it.
What is it?
Which one? The hashtag.
Did you
Do I
gotta
put
you
it on
have to
there?
look at it?
Do I put
I
it on
do, I
there?
did, I'm done.
But no, so we gotta figure out a way to put that as a hashtag though,
Oh, okay.
because it's gonna
Never
look
mind, y'all.
weird. It's gonna look, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you can put dots in there. Jay, can you put dots in there?
In a hashtag?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
Just letters.
Okay.
Oh man.
So we got to figure it out, but it's
Okay, never
coming.
mind, y'all.
But I did. I'm done.
I didn't even
It's,
mean hashtag. I meant tagline.
tagline. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
If you're watching the visuals, you see the merch, man. You see the merch. You know,
My
I
bad.
did. I'm done.
We'll talk about it later.
And we're gonna definitely go deeper into that as well. You know, but I'm excited about that. Um, so let's switch gears a little bit. We got a little deep kind of early. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
We didn't even start. We were supposed to start from the ground, like crawling, and then go from there. But
Dang.
we was talking about
Nope.
first dates
Mm-hmm.
and questions that should be asked on first dates. 2026. This thing is crazy. So let me ask you, do you have a question or two or three or five questions that you could have that you think that should be asked on the first date?
You know, so when I first was thinking about this, I was watching a show and they were saying like some questions are too personal for the first date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to build up to
Comfortability.
or you don't want to scare a person off like first date, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think one of the important first date questions or first conversation questions or however people do it nowadays, I don't know, but should be like, do you have kids? I feel like dating, if we were currently dating, right, at our age,
Mm-hmm.
do you have kids? Do you want kids? Right? Because at our age, I don't want no more kids.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like my oldest is 25, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
glad you don't.
I don't want kids. I got grandkids. So do you want more kids or do you want kids at all? I think is a good first date question, because if the answer to that is yes, ain't no second date.
Right.
Because there ain't no point of wasting nobody's time. Like you're not gonna convince me to have more kids, and I don't want to convince you to not have more kids. So let's just go ahead and bow gracefully.
Dating is so dangerous, especially when you're talking first, second dates, right? Because there's too many manipulative people out there,
right?
That are literally going on dates for specific things, such as like just to eat.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna go on a date, and you messing it up for the next person,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Who's not on that, right? So it's kind of difficult in that aspect. But
I was gonna say
go ahead.
Another one, which is kind of crazy, because I seen this person on TikTok, right? 100% look like a man. 100%. If I could find a picture, I swear I'll show it to you. 100% like muscles, and I'm a very attractive man on top of that.
Okay.
But this man was born a woman.
Mm.
So
it's like an application.
But is that like a first date question?
Yeah, it's like an
not,
application.
Not what you identify as, what were you born as? And there's nothing wrong with being who you are and what you're gonna be. But is that a question?
What was your sex at birth? Like on the application.
Or that's why I said what was assigned to you? Because you know they say like it was assigned to you, right? I'm just saying, like,
no, I agree.
I ain't trying to get canceled, y'all. I'm trying to use the right words. But does that need to be a question at the beginning?
Let me tell you something. I'm glad you said that. So these dating sites is crazy too.
Okay.
Before I give y'all my question, these dating sites is crazy too because you go on, you see pictures, you read, the descriptions of what they like and what they don't like, and this, that, and the third.
Mhm.
And I guess that's another question within itself, like what should go in that spot. But and then you hit the like or the dislike, and then I guess they get the alert, and then they message you back and forth or whatever. So you comment on somebody, they reply, and then you just start going back and forth trying to see what's what, right?
Mhm.
What you like, what's going on. And then the next statement is just to let you know I'm TS, is that okay?
Oh.
I think you should lead with that.
Well, okay. So
in your profile.
But maybe not though, because sometimes they want you to get to know them as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're like, okay, we building up this repertoire, relationship, whatever. Okay, now let me put that in the middle, like a sandwich, right?
Yeah.
So the top bread was we getting to know each other, whatever. Okay, now I got to put the meat, and then we have the bottom bread.
Yeah, but the meat is the part that messes up the whole thing,
bro.
Like,
you gotta relax.
I'm just saying, like,
but
that was.
But I'm saying, like, so they just throw it in there amongst the conversation because it got to be said before we meet.
Yeah, definitely you gotta disclose the meat before you meet for sure.
Bro, chill out.
Okay, I'm just saying that was kind of wild, but then I was thinking, I was like, well, at what point do you say it? But do you think that if you put it in your profile, you will only get?
Yeah, but that's the thing,
you'll
because
weed out,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
But then you get people with like fetishes, or you get people with like, I don't know, like maybe they just trying to find a genuine person. So they like, I'm gonna tell them. I'm not gonna keep it a secret. I'm just gonna tell them a little later on.
Right.
Like deep into the conversation prior to the introduction, like prior to us meeting, I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of wild right there. So, but as far as first date question, I think that when you're thinking about your first date question, that it should establish 3 characteristic traits.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just me from like the man point of view. The first trait should establish confidence. It should establish curiosity and emotional intelligence without coming on too heavy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So one of the questions I put down was what does a good day really look like for you?
To you.
I know you like, but how do you might not have to word it like that, but you can word it however you want to word it. But I want to know what's your version of a good day. Just like you said, we looking out the window, we see things a little bit different. I want to know what you on. because some people be like, and I've seen this, rolling up a blunt, sitting on the porch, yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all see the face? Y'all see that?
I mean, I just don't smoke. So that was a very judgmental face, and I apologize.
Yeah. Or even if it's okay, let's not say smoke. Just what are you not? You're not into wrestling. Going to a wrestling match is a very good day for me, or NASCAR or something that you are totally against or not interested in.
I'm about to say
not against, but not interested in. It's something that you're totally not interested in. Then you're gonna be like, all right, well, in my head, I'm not gonna be able to provide that.
I would not date somebody just because they like NASCAR or wrestling. That ain't a deal breaker.
What if they were like highly into it though?
I mean, it's still not a deal breaker.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody have likes or dislikes or whatever. Like,
and I'm saying it like, if I am a football player, you're not into football. So now everything I do is football. Is this something that you want to take on in your life, not for the perks that you're gonna get because I'm a football player, but beside that, are you gonna be able to be like, oh yeah, let's do it? I'm with it. So when I come like, babe, yeah, the quarterback did, and you're gonna be like, man, I ain't trying to, I don't know what that is. What you talking
I
about?
know what a quarterback is.
I know you do, but I'm saying,
I mean, I like football. I don't want to watch it for 27 hours, but I watch a game here and there.
my next question would be, what's something that you're passionate about? What you think? What you think about that? That's doable. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, how do you usually spend your free time? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you like to do? Just trying to get into the good part of your life. What have you learned about yourself from your last relationship?
This all from on
First
the
date.
first date? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I
All
almost
right.
want to say, why'd you break up with the last
But
relationship?
that's a good question though, because do you judge a person by by blah blah? Do you judge a person by why their last relationship ended?
If it's their fault, yes. Especially if they telling you the story as if they are the victim. You can always tell a person based off of how they tell the story, right?
Mm.
If I tell a story, we in the same situation, and you hear me tell the story as if I'm the victim, yeah, when I was out there cheating, it was really she kept, what I'm saying, doing X, Y, and Z, and then she wouldn't do, and then you sitting here like, I didn't go out there and cheat. You cheated. Why is your excuses all on me?
You're like, there's some lack of
Why are you?
accountability going on, right?
And that's it right there. So based off of how I explain it, lets you know that I saw something wrong with what I did, or if I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if you telling me what happened in your last relationship and you were constantly the victim, and I'm listening to the story like, but you did it. You broke his windows out. You bust tires. You did the no. We not, so I want to know what you learned from your last relationship, because I want to know if you're taking accountability.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then what you trying to get out of this relationship if it becomes one? Like, what are you looking for? Because I want to know if I'm that. Depending on what you're saying. Because let me tell you something, and this is going to lead to the next question. I hear people say, "Come healed," right? That's a lot in a lot of profiles. Come healed, and is that even possible? Is it possible to literally come healed? You know what I'm saying? And I say that because even if you're healed in multiple areas, there's still some area where you're probably still healing, or that you have just not dealt with yet. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
there was no trigger to make you deal with
I was gonna
whatever
say
it
that
is.
sometimes you think you healed, and then a trigger, you be like, "Oh, maybe not."
Yeah, I remember that. I used to always, not even used to. I can tell when I'm healed from a situation based off of how I can talk about the situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I can talk about it and not get super emotional and start crying and this, that, and the third, then I know I'm healed. But if I start crying and all that, then I'm like, oh, I ain't healed from this. I got to figure this out. Let me go back to the drawing board. I'm going to sweep it under the rug or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So come healed is like, you're not really looking for a relationship.
I think that, but I think like that don't mean like come 100% flawless. That mean don't bring your mommy issues over here. Like don't come over here because you got all these past trauma relationships. Don't come over here with a bag full of BS and then think you just gonna dump it on me. I think that's what that means.
Okay.
I don't know.
Uh,
I'm not sure. I be saying like I don't want nobody undiagnosed son messing up my life. Like, dang. Hey, what is happening out there? Ew, yuck. What do you think are some inappropriate first date questions?
um, inappropriate first date questions will probably be questions that don't match the situation. Like if you are regular, if it's the setting like right now, minus the microphone, and I'm asking you sex question, but you're not giving me any kind of vibes of a sexual vibe. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's definitely inappropriate. I would even say anything. That's a good question. Inappropriate, because I'm not that person. So I ask whatever question come to my mind, and you be the one that had to bring me back in. Like, babe, come on, don't say that, babe. No, no, I'm saying that. I want to know. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
so I mean, from a man's point of view, right? An inappropriate question coming from a woman might be the question that you said should be a first date question.
I mean,
What was
kids
your
have.
no? What was your sex assigned at birth type thing?
Oh,
If I'm a man's man and you ask me that, I might assume, am I giving off some kind of feminine energy or something? Why would she ask me? You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on how I listen to it, how it hit me when you ask that question. So that might be a good one right there. What you think?
I think it's inappropriate on the first date to ask about like how much money you make. I don't think that's a good
Finances,
first. I don't think that's a
finances.
good
Yeah.
first date question. You know, I'm not saying that it's not a good question, but I don't know if that's a first date question. Like, how much money you got in the bank? Like, what? Excuse me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Is it automatically always assumed that the man's supposed to consume the full payments of these first date?
What?
Is the man supposed to automatically pay during these first dates?
I don't. I think so, but I've seen like like people on social media like, oh, we split the bill. Like, is we besties? Like, I don't know,
We
but I just feel like that's a part of like courting and like chivalry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Mhm.
don't know.
And only reason I asked that is because at some point it has to be a shift, right? But if you come in already shifted, if I come in already paying, I'm paying for the whole date. I'm opening in the doors. I thought the opening the door part would be chivalry.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
thought the holding, if we had hold hand stages, holding hands, making sure I'm on the outside, making sure, you just good, right? Minus the finances. I thought that part would be more the chivalry, walking you to your door when I drop you off type thing. You know what I'm saying? It's old school, but that's still
But
chivalry.
nowadays you could walk me to my car because we probably met here.
Yeah. So when
But
that makes it even more like, okay, should I pay this whole bill? Because we've seen personally where the person seen that the bill was going to be paid for and they OD.
right.
They like, oh, let me get the lobster, the shrimp, let me get the crab legs, let me get the. When we just sitting here looking like, huh? I don't even, what? What are you talking about?
So my homegirl, she said whoever initiates the first date should pay. So like if we talking and I say, let's do lunch tomorrow, then I should pay
Okay.
because I invited you. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's a good
Model method.
yeah, because whoever is the one who invited you on the date, that should be who pays for the date.
So it goes 50-50 when we just kind of come to an agreement. What you doing tomorrow? I ain't doing nothing. Is that an invite right there? What you doing tomorrow? You want to go get something to eat? That's an invite.
Yeah,
But
that's an invite.
I don't know. It's so. I think that's the part. And like I said earlier, the fact that it's being abused so bad these days. You see people with the money signs in their profiles, like come ready. Like what? Come, come ready for what? What are we doing? Like, but don't look at me and talk sexual to me. But all your profile pictures, you backwards showing your butt, and you looking back at it like Trina. And you come on now, come on. Let's make this. Let's get this right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Let's give off the energy that you're trying to receive.
But I think it's hard to have an old school mentality in this new school day and age
That's it
because
right
that's
there.
regular. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, what do you mean? Everybody, everyone's doing it.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
So let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Them first date steps right there. If a person tells you you can only call, oh, this is the good one too. This is the real life one too. Baby, I
Hmm?
need you to help me and somebody else with this.
You was just too
If a
excited.
person tells you
Uh-huh.
you kind of in a relationship, it's described as if you're in a relationship
Okay.
to the outside people,
Hmm.
and you tell me I can only call you once a week.
A week?
A week. because, and here's the reasoning why. I don't like I don't like talking on the phone
Mm-hmm.
because my job is to talk on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care if you text me, but you can only call me once a week. What is one to take from that?
That's some BS. My job is to talk on the phone. The hell? I talk on the phone from 8 o'clock in the morning
Oh man.
till sometimes 7 o'clock at night. Okay? Constantly, back to back. Boom, boom, boom. One call in, another call begin. And there's no way I'm going to tell you can only call me once a week. First of all, my question be, what you got going on at the crib?
Yeah.
Because why I can only call you once a week? That's equivalent to, I had a homegirl that was dating a dude, and he didn't say this, but his action showed we can only talk on the phone during the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like bright and early in the morning.
My phone hours is from 9 to 5.
Exactly. But after 5, 6 o'clock, oh, I probably didn't have no signal in my house. The text message didn't come through. The call didn't come through. She calling, it's going straight to voicemail. Those of us who have iPhones, she texting them, it's turning green after a certain time. But then in the morning, it's blue again. So her and I, we having a conversation. I said, dog, he blocking you. He blocking you either when he get home or when she get home. You being blocked. That's why when you call, it's going straight to voicemail, and that's why the bubble turning green. Yes, it also does happen when you don't have a signal, but let's get into it. Who living in a house where you don't have no signal?
Yeah, you gotta have some kind of Wi-Fi or something going on.
Especially with an iPhone, you just got to hook up to the Wi-Fi. Or so you telling me that you paying a phone bill that you can't access your phone from 7 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock in the morning? That's 12 hours. Well, okay, so if that's the case, then give me the house phone number. Nobody got a house phone nowadays.
Give me the house phone number.
But there's no way you telling me you going 12, 13 hours with no communication with the outside world. So that call me once a week is equivalent to I can't talk on the phone from 7 to 7. Like what you got going on at the crib? And is it like a certain day of the week? Like I can only call you on Wednesdays?
I'm usually sleep at 5:15. So I get off at 5. I get home at 5:05 and I'm asleep by 5:15.
But what I'm saying, like, so when I'm calling you once a week, can I only call you like on Tuesdays? Like
it's usually
do I get to pick the day that I call you once a week, or how does that work?
It does sound like from what he was telling me, it does sound like it's a scheduled thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Or it's like some kind of pre-planned thing.
No, it's something else going on.
And that's been my stance too, was before I would just kind of help you see that there's something else going on. But now I'm gonna be the one to tell you, look, man, there's something else going on. Would you let's pay attention to the signs, this, that, and the third. Look at what's going on. Like it was crazy to me. Granted, the excuse that he was giving was she is going through a lot, right? She just recently lost her mom. Then right after that, I think she lost like a grandparent of some sort. I don't know if it was from the mom's side, dad's side, whatever. If she was close to him, I don't know how that goes. She got a daughter, but all I know is we experience loss, and when we experience loss, whether it been family or just like a friend from one side or the other, the first person I'm looking forward to seeing or calling or being around is my person.
So that was gonna be my question. So when she had these losses, who was she leaning on?
In her words, her family.
Oh.
She was trying to be the strong one for the family.
Yep. Her husband.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend, somebody at the crib, bro. Yeah. Especially lose a parent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now.
And that's what I said. So I was thinking from, experience, right? Sometimes you do say, I'm good. I just want to be by myself for a minute. But your real friends and your real soulmates know you won't mean that.
Yeah. And
we ain't got to talk. I just be here.
That's what I was going to say. We don't got to talk about it. When the co-host on the other show, our best friend, when her mom passed away, she didn't want to be bothered. So we went over there. We took a couple bottles, took a couple things to eat. We sat on the couch. She sat on the couch. Sometimes we went hours without talking to one another. Sometimes we engaged.
Right.
But we still here. Just when my cousin passed away, I didn't even want to get out the bed. She like, well, if I got to come over there and give you a sponge bath, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to, I don't know.
I remember when that happened, and we would sometimes be I'll be laying across the foot of the bed like Brian from Family Guy while y'all at the top chilling,
Exactly.
and we gonna be here. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying. Like, who don't want to be, even though mentally you do feel like you want to be by yourself, but the people who love you the most don't really let you be by yourself in those moments. But on the flip side, if I'm not letting you in the house, or if I'm not, hell, do you even know what a house is? You
Good
know what I'm
question.
saying? Like, do you even know where I'm at in order to pull up on me? Maybe not, because somebody else already here, and I really don't want that.
Good,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't know. To me, it
Now,
just sounds like somebody else is in the equation.
yeah, yeah. And I think people know like your limits too, right? They know what you will and won't do, so they know I can tell you, call me once a week. Don't do no pop ups, just that and the third. Because I did hear about pop ups where they would drop off like little knick-knack things for the baby. Not the baby. She ain't no baby. She older. Not she's still a kid, right?
Mhm.
So he would drop off like cupcakes or cookies or
Oh, so he know where she
he
live.
know where she
Oh,
live.
okay.
But I just think she know that he know don't overstep that pop-up thing. Let me know so I can tell you no, or or come while I'm at work
It
and
sounds
you
like a
know I'm at work.
transactional relationship or something. Like,
But and that's the thing. So like you got locations and all that though. That's the craziest thing. Because I mean, I guess people just share their locations with whoever nowadays. But he can see the location. He can see you ain't left. You know, you still at the house. That's that and
yeah,
the
just
third.
because I'm here don't mean I'm here by myself.
I know, I get that. But if I see you at the crib and we like that, I'm about
But
to. I
but
can
you say I'm at the crib, but I already told you don't pull up over here.
I can shoot a text. I'm outside. Open the door.
No,
Open the door. Come
no,
in. But that's because you might be my person, but I'm not your person. And
exactly.
that's the thing that some people got to get right. So
That's crazy.
man, I'm talking. It's wild. All right, so we're gonna jump into the last segment of this of the show for the episode. I don't know what episode we on. One of season two. We're gonna say
Damn.
episode one of season two. Here we is. Couples Corner, man. If you want to submit your Couples Corner, feel free to jump into my DM. Katie don't really play all that. You know what I'm saying? You
No.
got to be, but you can figure if you know us, jump into the DMs and tell her your situation. Jump into the DM. You can hit us up at did we ain't make one yet.
You say he's gonna keep them all together.
Yeah, relationship reality podcast at gmail.com. You can email us there. You can jump on any social media page, follow us, make sure you follow us. We there. You get all them handles in just a minute. All right, Katie gonna give y'all that. But Couples Corner. Here we go. So the first one was sent to Katie, and the question goes as following: why do so many black men don't post pics of themselves smiling for their dating profile? They you should have read this one so you can say it all the words, but uh they saying like it's okay to show joy and happiness. Shout out to L Dot. Um why don't
Oh,
men
because she said cuss words.
yeah. Why don't they smile in their profile pics? I think it's a way to show strength. Sometimes people think smiling is a sign of weakness. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So it's a way to show strength, to show like, I listen, I don't play no game. I know women like that though. Some women you ain't gonna get no smile out of them, especially if they don't know you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be deep in to see no, they do smile. And then when other people get to talking about it, you be confused because you didn't know them for a minute. And you like, I don't know who you talking about.
But I get what you're saying with that. But I'm on a dating profile though. It's like I don't if I'm looking for someone to date, I don't want to look at the mean face I wrote. Like I don't know. Like don't look mean
Yeah, I agree.
because that's intimidating and scary, right? So now I don't want to date you.
But that's you. That means I get to weed out who ain't about this
Oh
life.
yeah.
I'm looking for somebody who know I'm a thug and
Mm.
I put my hands on anybody out here.
Oh.
You know, that's what it is. Like they trying to portray online something without using words, right?
Okay.
So it's like, look, I don't know who's finna come through here. Hopefully, me not smiling will deter the wrong people from clicking the like or talking, and it'll push the right people into knowing, like, when you do talk to me, you know what you finna get.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think that is.
Yeah, but
Um,
I feel like I don't know. clearly it's not working for her because she don't want no mean man. She want a nice
Swipe
man.
left. Swipe left.
She said all the pictures, they either like mean mugging, sticking up their middle finger. I'm like, at this big age, we still sticking up middle fingers?
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you. So I put us on one profile, one dating profile site, right? And it's a picture of us enjoying life at one of the wineries, just chilling and enjoying life. But the things that I see, it be like the half naked women, a lot of BBWs that say I can cook, but I'm only cooking for the right person. The the smokers, the animal lovers, you know what I'm saying?
But okay, so when you're on a dating profile, right? The first judgment is based on your picture.
Yeah, agree.
It's not because I met you or because we had a conversation. You're being judged off of this photo. So if I'm looking at this photo and all I see is a mean face and a middle finger, you look like you beat on women.
Right.
You look like you drink Coke 45 out the 40 ounce. You know what I'm saying? And that may not be nothing what you do.
Yeah.
But I'm judging, like you said, they have naked booty out or whatever. When you look at that, you're looking at something sexual. Right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You over there looking like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Don't nobody want to talk to you.
I agree.
Or you gonna attract a woman that want to nuck if you buck. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
and yeah, and that's what I see. I'm telling you, I look at it and I'm swiping left because I'm like, you half naked, but you saying don't talk sexual. You're confused. Get out of here. I'm straight. You don't like this. You don't like. I'm like, come on. I get. Put it all out there. But that's another turnoff too, right there, babe. If your profile says I don't, and that's all you see.
Oh yeah.
Tell me what you do.
Well, I mean, that's like when you pull up at the fast food and they say, welcome to McDonald's. We don't have no fries, we don't have no nuggets, we don't have no pop, we don't have no ketchup, we don't have no napkins. You was coming for a fish sandwich. You wasn't even coming for none of the stuff they don't have.
Right.
But because they don't have all of those things, I'm good.
All right, I'm out. I'm straight. All right. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good work right there. Where we at? Man,
that was good.
That was a good episode. I'm gonna say this next one for the next show, but that was a good episode right there. Give them the handles, baby. Tell them how they can follow us.
Okay. So DTM did throw some shade at me talking about I don't let y'all in my DMs. I do have a page you all can follow. It's your girl YAGRL.KD. You can follow DTM at Coach DTM. You can follow the podcast page at Relationship Reality Podcast. That is our general podcast page. So that will be for all of the podcasts that we are on. We are on a couple. I know y'all just love hearing our voices.
You hear me? It's an umbrella,
Listen,
man.
we're gonna have 5, and then every day we just gonna listen to us every day. We got something to say. But yeah, so those are where you can follow us. You can follow Coach DTM on literally every platform at Coach DTM. You can only follow me on Instagram. I don't have a Facebook, and I don't have a public TikTok page.
Yeah, I got TikTok. I got Facebook. I'm about to do what's that? Twitch. I'm about to do all that, man. We
clearly
everywhere.
He's the social one in this marriage.
We everywhere, man. We definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Coming back with us. Make sure y'all follow us on the journey. We will have some guest speakers as well. It's just gonna be. It's gonna be amazing, man.
Get live.
Get live.
Get live.
Get live. You know. So
we're gonna abandon y'all this time.
Yeah, no, we here.
We in a new space. We 2026. We taking over.
Yeah, you're gonna see us on some good stuff, man. You're gonna see a lot of fun. That's what you're gonna see.
We coming to you healed.
We coming.
I'm coming to you healed.
Coming healed.
Listen, if y'all listen back in 2022, y'all know KD wasn't healed. She better now.
All right, we gonna see. We gonna see. You know, my job is to get up under that skin sometimes. So we gonna see. What?
Nothing.
That's what you looking at me like Mr. Earl did. Mr. Earl was looking at me like that, man. All right. So with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you tune in each and every week, each and every day as we drop, man. We're gonna drop something. Make sure you like, subscribe, and
tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their other friend to make sure they listen.
Man, I'm the one and only Coach DTM,
And your girl KD.
and this has been an episode of Marriage,
Marriage
Material.
Material.
Talk about it. Okay.
Dog, he's so childish.